Now we move on to the final part of our conference today, which is the application from the city of Udon Thani in Thailand. They are making an application to host a B category international horticultural exhibition in 2026 into 2027. And we're very pleased to welcome the team from Thailand today for this presentation. In particular, I would like to welcome Director General of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives, Mr. Thong Plor. I would like to welcome the Director General of the Department of Agriculture, Mr. Rapipath. And I would like to welcome the Governor of Udon Thani, Mr. Sayam. And I would like to welcome the President of the Taiwan Convention and Exhibition Bureau, Mr. Churot. So thank you so much for coming and coming to represent your city and your country. The AIPH inspection team visited the ministry, your ministry, and also visited Udon Thani just a couple of weeks ago in February. So they are fresh back from that inspection where they were very well looked after, and they got a good experience of the Expo site. But now the process will be that we will invite you to make the presentation for your application. There was no decision to be made today. That decision is made during the general meeting of AIPH, which will take place tomorrow morning. And then we will announce the result of that decision at 12 o'clock tomorrow here, of which you're invited to return at that time. So for the members, please listen carefully for the application, and if you have any questions about the application, then today is the opportunity to ask those questions while the team is here. So thank you for coming, and I pass over now to the Udon Thani team for your application presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and AIPH committee, distinguished guests and associates. This afternoon, I would like to take you to the journey to my beloved city, Udon Thani. This is about to present the 7 contents. Because of my governor, I present the introduction so well that I can skip this part about Udon Thani. We talk about the main theme, diversity of life. With this sub-theme is people, water, and plant. Because water and plant, we already know that water and plant are well-being together. During the pandemic times, we see without people, the natural can bring back themselves and healing themselves so well. But how can we connect people to the equation of people, water, and plant? During the revolution of industrial, people take so much from this land. And right now, we know resources are limited. Right now, by our vision and our technology, we aim to use in the environment for sustainability, not for us, but for new generation to come, to make sure they have the same resources as we are, to let them dream as we can dream, to let them fight for themselves for the next future. That's the main concept. It's gonna be green design concept. We will see Nong Dae. Nong Dae, it might be the first time that the Expo gonna held in the wetland area, because the wonderful comment from Mr. President that they said all or most of the Expo have artificial water, but we supposed to have artificial land. I will show you how. Nong Dae right now is so decayed. Before that, Nong Dae is a very beautiful place of diversity. Because the local people, they treat their children to eat anything that can move except their parents. Not because they want to, but because our poverty. And thanks to Majesty the King Rama IX, he dedicated his life with a countless project to turn up the land, to be the place for his people to stay with happiness. And the Rama 10, his successor, still continue with his goodwill. I will present you the present of Nam Dare right now. As you can see, the Nam Dare is decay. And local believe we have a spirit in everything, people, place, and location. When the spirit is gone, the people will decay, as same as the land. The local spirit we call Kwan in Thai word. This Nong Dare is so easy to access, as my governor said, speaking, like 9.6 kilometers from Udon Thani downtown, and so accessible. We have 6 parking spots and let them parking and use shuttle bus for reduce the traffic. The concept goal, as you will see, the Kwan is spirit of the land. We bring local belief to this theme. We have ceremony to recall Kwan. Our people believe that when the Kwan or the spirit is back to the place gonna be agile and have a life again. The Expo goal, we plan to meet all 5 Expo goals and local goal as well. As the people, they're supposed to have the place where they can live and understand how balance between life and environment. And the city is supposed to have green area, and the environment gonna get the environmental better. For our master plan, we have one theme divided into the 3 zones with 4 activities. This is how we're gonna plan our strategy. You can see spanning the side at the AIPH committee. He will walk with us for long way to walk. From front to the end, the span long as 3 kilometers. We want visitors to enjoy the expo, not enjoy the marathon. Then we move everything, all the activity have to move too close to the entrance. For easy for all the people can access the activity. We hide the hidden gems into the end for active and curiosity people. We categorize 8 groups of visitors, and we plan to have all the activity along the side. The site for the post-expo gonna be easy for access for the people living nearby. But during the expo, we have to create the fence and single entrance for security. You will see the beautiful blue and green infrastructure. Total area is going to be 165 hectares. This is our expo site. You can download for detail at the AIPH website because a lot of detail here. For the zoning area, we're going to divide to the people, plant, and water. The ratio between water and land is 62 to 36%. The site characteristic. We will place Isan. Isan is the name when we call the northeastern people in Thailand. We call Isan. We call place Isan building into the people area. Then Isan wetland into the plant innovation island. That innovation island gonna be a lot of technology and vision. And right now we can plant a lot of plants into the water. as well as the solar panel can be flowed into the water too. The last should be the natural sanctuary garden. Look closely to the zone 1, that Isan Garden. This is going to be the main entrance and the main building with the welcome plaza. This area going to be a plant like rice, flower, and so on. For the second zone, this zone is for international garden. We save space for 500 square meter for at least 20 countries. And we will save the space for more due to the request. This zone gonna be a lot of things around here, and especially the Diversity Research Center. This is my favorite zone, the water zone. During the expo, this is gonna be innovative to plant something in the water. After that, for the post-expo, it's gonna be a lot of water sport activity, because we have so large and beautiful swarm. The last zone gonna be the natural sanctuary garden. The highlight should be the natural sanctuary bird tower. This is the perspective of our expo. For the wetland restoration, we plan to restore the embankment in a year. This is how we're gonna restore them. The planning, we have the Isan Economic Swamp, International Garden, Research and Natural Sanctuary along the side. You can walk and see the beautiful of this side. We have 22 outdoor, 6 of them, like along the side for outdoor garden. And also the indoor garden as well. This slide gonna ensure the AIPH committee that Nong Dae have plenty of plant area enough for do the requirement of the garden. For plant planting, we already know the best time for plant the tree is 20 years ago. But Udon Thani, we have second best time, which is tomorrow. After you allow us for do the expo, I'm gonna run back to my country, finish everything, and plant the tree. All the medium and big tree have to be planted immediately after the hardscape is done. But some of them has to be moved due to time. We have only 4 years. For the building design, we pull out the characteristic of local people and the nature to be the main idea of designing all the building. Gotta be 4 major buildings, which is Isan building at the main entrance, the Lotus and Biodiversity Research Center, and the Grass House as well. We have 6 cultural outdoor stages for support so many activities. And when visitors exhausted, we have 6 restaurants and 15 kiosks to serve food and beverage along the site. For this slide, you're gonna see the construct plan and budget. The number you see as the minimum budget that can make this expo happen. The combined budget for minimum is 47.5 million euro. That's our state. We want to this gonna be a green expo. We want to bring St. Patrick's Day every day of this site. That's the meaning of the green. Because of the transportation in the site, all the bus and the boats supposed to be electricity. We don't want to be any pollution in their expo. And wastewater treatment, we focusing on the hard one, is a gray water. You will see the purple spot is represent the septic tank. All the gray water from the building gonna send through the septic tank to treat and send them to recycling facility back to the site to make sure the water quality is met. Then we water all the plant with this water. For the waste management, all the bottle, can, and material that can be recycled, they're gonna be sought out and send it out to recycling facility outside the expo. The bio has to be made for fertilize all the plant in that expo. For the energy part, we have 2 locations to plant the solar panel in the parking lot and over the water in the water zone. Combined for these 2 locations, we produce over 3 megawatts of electricity, which is support 3/4 of the required of the expo each day. For the post-expo, this so much energy gonna be sent it out to the city nearby for operation and construction. We have bonded area up to the north, like next to the site, for the water supply in the west, and nursery in the same site, and we spare for a close distance for more nursery plant. About that you see in the presentation, you see the land so decayed, and we have a good plan for soil preparation to be good enough for planting the tree. In the emergency case, we have evacuation of 7 routes, all lead to the safe zone. But technically, if I live near the water, I think that is safe enough for me to stand. This is the timeline for the expo, like pre-expo and post-expo. For the post-expo concept, we hope this expo site gonna be biggest university for people of Udon Thani and visitors who can come and learn to participate in the environment without destroying them. For business and financial plan, thank you Dr. Thongpleo Thongchan, Permanent Secretary of Agriculture and Cooperative, for fighting for us to make a seeding fund from the government. And also thank you Mr. Siam, this is my governor, who supporting this project and make a budget enough to up to 137 million euro before the expo. And for the post-expo, this mega site, we need to make sure that enough money for maintain it. Then Mr. Siam and local government, we plan the yearly budget about 2.5 million euro every single year to support this site. We expect 20 or more countries to participate in this expo. And we also expect like 3.6 million visitors, which is 32,000 each day. That's a big number for Taipei, I guess. But I can assure you, because we have a lot of activity during the day, and all the activity can be along all the time the expo occur. We have communication plan for communicate with pre-expo and during the expo time to make sure that everyone hear us. This part for ticket price for different use of people. The estimate revenue from the ticket itself is almost like 23 million euro, and the economic impact going to be a lot. And the priceless happiness of 81,000 new workers. The marketing. We plan to have a four type of marketing. We're focusing especially on the metaverse. This might be the first expo that we want to sell the ticket as an NFT. For people who didn't get much about the NFT, when you buy the ticket as an NFT, you can turn we might launch some campaign to supporting by changing your profile picture in your social media platform. Use that ticket to be your profile name and support this expo. That's what we plan. For program and activity, according to we categorize 8 group of visitors. We want to treat every single group to be happiness. Even people want to be a banana, we still treat them well. From communication engagement, this is, I believe this is the strongest part of Udon Thani because in that county they have 9 cities, and all 9 cities leader is a major of 9 cities. We have signed the MOU to commit that they will support and make sure this expo going to be good and green. We still have launched the campaign that one house, one plant to encourage every single house plant the plant. That's the event and sub-event along the day and all the time during the expo period. There's 4 types of international competition. For organization, our governor established 5 committees to make sure every single aspect has been taken care. That's you can see the picture of we launched 2 conferences. Why not 1? Because a lot of elder men that I said, like 9 cities along the side, they come asking us what they can do for this expo. None have asked what this expo can do for them, and they are 100% support. In Udon Thani, we have 1.5 million people, but we have only one voice. We want this expo to occur. And lastly, I want to thank you, especially for AIPH committee and his effort to do oversight inspection. In uncertain time in this area, still small group of people launched this meeting, not for him, not for us, but they aim to launch the meeting to save the clean air, the food security for the new generation. We are at war with the true enemy of all mankind, which is hunger and environmental crisis. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for the excellent presentation. It really is good to see the explanation of this project explained to us in a very clear way. And it's really good to see that also you have quickly responded to some of the points raised during the inspection visit already, and many of those points are addressed within your presentation. So we really appreciate that. It's quite striking, the concept of this expo with water, people, and plants, and how it fits together. And well done in your work and preparation for that. Now, are there any questions for Udon Thani for this? No? Okay. Well, I don't want you to go with no questions, so I have one. One of the points that you were showing was how you created more land. And I think I need to understand a little more clearly how you do that. Now, I think from it sounds you're building embankments, yes? So are you taking, dredging the soil from the water to bring it up, or are you bringing in extra soil from outside? How are you creating that extra land around the water?
Okay. First, thank you for the very nice question. I have the day for explain the timeline to come to answer this question. Would you mind to please go back to slide number 9 or 8? Not sure. As the Mr. President and his committee, I hope you will join. I know during the pandemic, some obstacles happened. First, we think, my government think we have that in the top left, we have that land. But after we call a meeting with the elder man, that's I'm stating to you that everybody wants this expo to happen in Udon Thani because this is a lifetime opportunity. There's an expo, the world scale that was in Udon Thani. Then the elder man point out and think this land is a governing land. We're not sure, but a group of them supporting and pointing this is the governing land. And Mr. Governor set up the meeting to confirm that we have more land.
I see.
At front and at the back as well. And you see the picture is going to be different between top left
Yeah.
and bottom right.
Okay, that's good. That's a better outcome because you are using more of the surrounding land and not affecting the water that is there. Yeah. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And also the post Expo, the legacy phase of it. You are seeing this as a park area mainly with the museums and a visitor place to continue.
And first, they have to come to this park to enjoy. But after they enjoy, and during the time, they will see how this expo, how this park is balancing between life and environment without hurting them. First, we want them to fun, and secondly, we want them to rethink about how to live in the nature. And lastly, we hope this is going to be inspiration for people to come and understand how the concept of this expo and post as well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And I notice you put an AIPH garden in the middle of the lake, so you give us the biggest challenge, yes?
Thank you for listening to my
So I would like to thank very much again, finally now, the team from Udon Thani. Thank you to the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives. Thank you to Thailand Convention Exhibition Bureau, all of you who have worked so hard with the Governor of Udon Thani to create this application, and we look forward to discussing it tomorrow and seeing you again tomorrow for the outcome of the members' vote. So thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.